Hello folks, this is Tom Martin. This is my lottery strategy game, Decoding the Powerball. I'm picking my numbers for the drawing on September 9th, 2017. I have 7 strategies to my game, Decoding the Powerball. So strategy number 1, the game card color code. Okay, so if you've never seen my videos before, what you're looking at is what I call the game card. This represents all 69 white ball numbers for the Powerball lottery. I really don't have anything for the Powerball itself. My goal is to get all 5 white balls correct and win the $2 million prize with the power play option. Okay, so basically how this works is when the Powerball lottery goes off, I take the winning numbers and I put it right at the top. So I'm going to go to the Powerball homepage, and the last winning numbers were 8, 14, 32, 58, and 67. Okay, so you can see 8, 14, 32, 58, 67. So what I do is I line these numbers up with this color code right here, okay? So I transfer the last 3 drawings over to the game card as red numbers, okay? And then orange, green, blue, and purple. I have 5 colors for each of the 5 winning white Powerball numbers, okay? So for this drawing, I have 14 red, 13 orange, 17 green, 15 blue, and 9 purple. Okay, so what this number stands for is this is how many color combination came up. So you can see that there was 3 blue numbers and 2 red numbers for a combination of 2 colors. Okay, so this last drawing had a 4 color combination. Okay, so there was red, green, 2 purple, and an orange for 4 colors. All right, so I keep track of that way over here to the far right. So far there's been 160 color code drawings. Okay, and out of that 160, 85 have been a combination of 3 colors, 61 have been a combination of 4 colors, 12 have been a combination of 2 colors, and 2 have been a combination of all 5 colors, okay? And never have just 1 color come up, okay? So since hardly ever do all 5 colors come up, the strategy is try to guess which one of these colors won't be coming up and eliminate it from the game card. Okay, so for this drawing, my guess is that no purple numbers will be coming up. And the reason why is because purple just had a 2 hit here, okay? And then down here, it had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 run as well. So I just think that it's going to miss a couple times. So it missed this last drawing, and I think it will miss this drawing as well. So I'm going to eliminate the purple numbers off of the game card. So when I block out a number like this, this means that I'm not even going to consider this number when I'm picking my numbers, all right? So another thing with this color code is that, again, there's been 160 color code drawings, and 85 have been a 3-color combination, okay? So more than half the time, it's a 3-color combination, all right? So for the last 3 drawings, there's been a 4-color combination, 4-color, and a 2-color. So my guess is that this is going to be a 3-color combination coming up, okay? So when I do pick my numbers, I only want to pick a 3-color combination, okay? So it's off to the next strategy. Strategy number 2, the individual numbers. Okay, so what you're looking at is what I call the individual numbers, okay? So basically how this works is up at the very top is the master for all the numbers, okay? You can see some of the 50s and all the 60s here. All right, so over here, to the far right, you can see that this is the winning numbers that just barely came up. I'll go to the Powerball homepage again. So again, it was 8, 14, 32, 58, and 67. Okay, so you can see this 5 here. That means that it hit 5 groups out of 7. All right, so you can see this 67, how it's in red. So if you go to the master of 67, you can work your way down and you can see that it's a red number, because the color code said that this was red, okay? Before that, it was purple. And if you follow it down, the next one was blue, okay? So basically what I like to do is keep track of every 5 drawings. So I'm going to reduce this down so you can see all 7 groups here. All right, so it's 1 through 9, and then the teens, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. Okay, so there's 7 groups. So again, there's only 5 white winning Powerball numbers. So 2 of these groups won't be able to have a winning Powerball number to it. Okay, so the strategy is try to guess which one of these groups won't have the winning Powerball number to it and eliminate it from the game card. Okay, so like I was saying, I like to keep track of every 5 drawings. Okay, so this square represents 5 drawings. Okay, so drawing number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so looking at things as a whole, the strategy is right now is try to guess which one of these groups won't have the winning Powerball number to it. Okay, so my guess is that it's going to be the 60 numbers, just because the 60s have been just so hot. Okay, that I just think that it's time for it to cool down a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to guess that no 60 numbers will be coming up. Okay, so just looking at this as well, I can see that the 50 numbers have been really, really cold here. Okay, so I'm thinking that there's going to be at least 1, 2, or possibly even 3 50 numbers coming up in this next drawing here. Okay, so again, for now, I'm going to eliminate the 60 numbers off of the game card. Okay, so I'm at the game card, so I just eliminated the 60 numbers off of the game card, and this is what the game card looks like so far. So hopefully I eliminated all the numbers that won't be coming up. All right, so it's off to the next strategy. Strategy number 3, the 50-50 picks. Okay, so what you're looking at is what I call the 50-50 picks. Okay, so again, there's 5 white winning Powerball numbers. So there's going to be a majority of either odd numbers or even numbers. Okay, or numbers to the high side or to the low side, or numbers to the left side or to the right side. Okay, so I like to keep track of all that stuff. All right, so far, there's been 201 drawings, okay, since October 7th, 2015. That's when the Powerball lottery went from 59 numbers to 69 numbers, okay? So out of that 201 drawings, 98 drawings have been the majority of odd numbers, and 103 have been the majority of even numbers, okay? So, again, I like to keep track of every 5 drawings to see what's going on, okay? Actually, so it will show me a majority of things, all right? So for this last 5 drawings here, the majority of drawings were even numbers, okay? 3 drawings to 2. And then it was odds, evens, okay? Bunch of odds, bunch of evens. Okay, so since this has gone evens, odds, evens, I'm going to predict that this is going to be evens up here, okay? So even for this next drawing coming up, I'm going to predict that there's going to be more even numbers than odd numbers, okay? And over here, I think there's going to be more numbers to the low side, this blue side, than the red side. Okay, so more numbers to the low area, and more numbers to the left side than the right side, okay? And finally, I think there's going to be more numbers to the blue area than the red area, okay? So one last thing is this is the only thing I do have for the Powerball number itself. Okay, so over in this column, blue means low, 1 to 13. Red means high, 14 to 26. Again, there's only 26 red balls for the Powerball numbers. Okay, and over on this column, red means odds and blue means evens. So what I try to do is try to predict what this is going to be. Is it going to be red or is it going to be blue? And same thing with over on this side. Okay, so I think it's going to be red, which means high. Okay, and I also think it's going to be red over here. Okay, so which means odds. So I think it's going to be a high odd number. Okay, so I'll leave it like that for you to take a look at. All right, so I'm going to go to the game card. And I'm going to write down that I think there's going to be more even numbers than odd, more to the low side than the high side, more to the left side than the right side, and more to that blue side than the red side. Okay, so now it's off to the next strategy. Strategy number 4, picking the numbers I hope will miss from group 1. Okay, so what you're looking at is what I call my group 1 numbers. All right, so basically, I divided all the numbers into 4 different groups and put colors to them. Okay, so I keep track of what happens, of where the 5 white winning Powerballs land. Okay, so I'm going to go to the Powerball homepage. Again, the numbers were 8, 14, 32, 58, and 67. Okay, so the 8 was here in the blue, 14, 32, so there's 3 in the blue. So you can see that there was, I recorded it as 3. And then the 67 was in red, so I got that here. and then the 58 was here. So I recorded it in the orange section here. Okay, so there was no winning Powerball numbers in the green area, so I put a 0 here. Okay, so the strategy is try to guess where these zeros are going to be. Okay, and eliminate those numbers off of the game card. Okay, so another thing about this is a lot of people get confused about this 8 and 66 here. Okay, so basically what I do is I keep track of groups of numbers. Okay, so if I don't think that any of the 5 white winning Powerballs is going to land in this blue area, then I'm going to eliminate the 8 and the 66 along with all these other numbers as well. Okay, so if I think that numbers are going to land in this blue area, then I have to consider the 8 and the 66 or possibly even both. Okay, so basically all I'm doing is keeping track of groups of numbers and trying to predict whether they're going to come up or not come up. Okay? Okay, so I have 15 of these option cards here. So I'll go over a couple of them here. Okay, so the one that I'm going to eliminate for this drawing is this orange area on option card number 3. Okay, and the reason why is because you can see how many single blue marks there are. Okay, and a blue means that no Powerballs have hit there. Okay, so every once in a while you can see that these will double up, like right there and right here. Okay, this orange one has gone 18 in a row now. Okay, the average is like 6. Okay, so having this go 18, I think that this has a really good possibility of doubling up, having another 0 here. Okay, so I'm going to eliminate all these orange numbers off of the game card. Okay, so again, I'll take these off of the game card. Hopefully none of these numbers will be coming up. Okay, so I'm going to go back to group 1. And I have one more, which is option card number 12. The blue section. And the reason why is because I've been picking this for the last couple of drawings here and getting burned on it here because something keeps on coming up. But this blue section has come up in 27 drawings in a row. Okay, so one of these numbers have come up 27 drawings in a row. So the record is 27 as well. So, and that's for all 15 option cards. All right, so I just think that it's going to miss here. All right, so I'm going to eliminate all these blue numbers off of option card number 12 here. Okay, so I'll eliminate the numbers off of the game card. You can see that these are already gone. So the only ones left is the 32, the 24, and the 16. So hopefully those numbers won't be coming up. Okay, so that's all I'm going to eliminate from the group 1 cards. So now it's off to the next strategy. Strategy number 5, picking the numbers I hope will miss from group 2. Okay, so what you're looking at is my group 2 numbers. Okay, so much like group 1 where I divided things into 4 different groups, this is I divided things into 8 different groups. Okay, so again, there's only 5 white winning Powerball numbers. So 3 of these groups won't be able to have a winning Powerball number to it. Okay, so the strategy is try to guess which one of these groups won't have the winning Powerball number to it and eliminate it from the game card. Okay, so basically how things work is I'm going to point out the red area here. All right, so down here I keep the stats of things for this red area. And again, I like to keep track of every 5 drawings, okay? And I do that because I want to see a majority of things, all right? So you can see this 0. That means that none of the 5 white winning Powerballs landed in this red area. And of course, this 2 means that 2 of the 5 white winning Powerball numbers landed in this red area, okay? So again, if there's 3 more zeros, then I color this blue for cold. If there's 3 more hits, I color it red for hot. Okay, so I'm down here right now. So I'm going to try to predict what this is going to be, either a hit or a miss. All right, so I have 15 of these option cards to go over. All right, so that gives me plenty of options to choose from. Alright, so I know that each of these option cards will have at least 3 zeros. On average, there's 4 zeros. Okay, so for this drawing here, I'm going to go to option card number 12, the gray area. Okay, and the reason why is because this has hit 13 times in a row, and then it just missed one. So usually when something hits this many times in a row, usually there's at least a couple of zeros to follow it here. Okay, so I'm going to predict that this is going to be another 0 here. So I'm going to eliminate all the gray numbers off of the game card. Okay, so it's 2, 9, 17, 26, and the same down here. Okay, so I'll eliminate those, and you can see there's nothing over here. So I'm going to take that off of the game card. Okay, so the next one I think is going to miss is this yellow section in option card 10. Okay, so I'm going to eliminate the yellow numbers off of the game card. So it's the 16, it's the 2065, that same pattern in all 4 squares here. So there's the 20, okay, the 29, and the 52. Hopefully none of those numbers will be coming up. Okay, so that's it. That's all I'm going to eliminate for this drawing. So now it's off to the next strategy. Strategy number 6, picking the numbers I hope will hit from groups 1 and 2. Okay, so I'm back in group 2. Okay, so what I'm going to do for this drawing is I'm going to go to my group 2 overview. Okay, so this tells me what group 2 is as a whole. Okay, so what I mean by that is I have red, blue, orange, green, purple, brown, gray, yellow. So as I go back to group 2, you can see that I have the red, blue, orange, green, purple, brown, gray, yellow. Okay, and they all look the same for each option card here. Okay, it's just that the numbers that it represents are a little bit different, of course. Okay, so as I go back to the overview here, in this red area, the last drawing, all 15 red areas, there was 7 hits and 8 misses. Okay, so the key number here is 8. Okay, so if there's 8 or more misses, I color this blue. If there's 8 or more hits, I color it red. Okay, so that helps me try to predict what color group is going to be hot and which is going to be cold. Okay, so for this drawing here, I think this purple number is going to be hot. Okay, the purple group. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the group 2. All right, and I'm going to start out option card number 1, and I'm going to write down all the numbers that are left on the game card in the purple area. Okay, so I think these purple numbers will be hot. So here's purple. Here's another purple over here. So you can see that they're a little bit different. Okay, so the first one is the 5 to the 61. So I'll see what's left. So I got the 5 and the 21. So I'll write down the 5 and the 21. And then for the next one, option card 2, you can see it's the 33 to the 40. Okay, so I'll see what's left here, and there's nothing, so I'm going to put a 0 here. And then option card 3, you can see it's the 66 and the 33. So the only one I got here is the 49. Okay, and I'll do one more. Option card 4, you can see it's the 1 through the 4 and the 37 to the 40. So I got the 1 and the 4, and that's it. Okay, so the rest I'm going to do on my own so I can save on video time. Okay, so I decided what numbers I'm going to go with. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to odds. More odds and evens, and more to the high side than the low side. Okay, more to the left I'm going to keep, and more to the blue I'm going to keep. Okay, so the numbers I'm going to go with for this drawing are 1, 21, 49, 50, and 59. Okay, so the 1 is green, the 21 is red, the 49 is green, the 50 is blue, and the 59 is blue. Okay, so that will give me that 3-color combination that I'm looking for. Okay, so all right, folks. So I appreciate you watching today. I'm always looking for people to play my game. So instead of charging a fee to play, I like to charge a commission for using my system. 1% if you get all 5 white balls correct. If you're interested, you can read the fine print, and you can email me at trm6776@gmail.com. All right, folks. Again, the numbers I'm going with is 1, 21, 49, 50, and 59. All right, folks. Again, I appreciate you watching, and best of luck with your picks.